I think what makes the Undetectable equals Untransmittable campaign and the real movement of it so special is that it was started, as we've seen time and time again, by people who are living with HIV. And they were able to succeed in translating what we knew from the research into something in a tagline, U equals U, that is so widespread and easily understood and accessible to communities that need to hear it. And I think it will go a long way in reducing HIV stigma and sending important messages to gay men who are all people living with HIV around the benefits, both for their health, but also around the sexual transmission of HIV. I think it'll go a long way in communities.
Just in the last few months alone, and with CTAC now endorsing it, it's become accepted science. The challenge now really is to how do you promote that science? How do you make sure people know? And think about the issues that come out of that. That we have a sort of different status now, if you like. People are undetectable, suddenly see themselves differently. We have to think about the people who are left behind and how do we acknowledge that not everybody can be detectable. Very important that we don't sort of, in stressing the benefits of being detectable, that we don't leave people who are detectable out in the cold. So, I mean, that's really big. There's some human rights issues here.
It's a fairly new concept in our community that hasn't necessarily fully reached its potential, but we're definitely hoping that it will change the way people view HIV, that it will encourage people to also get tested and to initiate treatment if they feel that it's a way to protect their community, and it might end up reducing stigma as well. But we obviously do worry also about what it means in terms of being able to enforce condom use with clients and other safe sex strategies, because the fear of HIV tends to be a driver of the ability to impose safe sex for various reasons, even beyond HIV. So we're curious to see how that will affect clients mostly.
We talk about U equals to U. And usually the initial reaction that you get from the communities is of surprise. Really? Is that possible? Because of stigma. To them, if someone is HIV positive, is HIV positive and they're going to transmit it to you. That's the fear. And so we're bringing the conversation to the table. We're talking about it more often. And when we go to the barbershops or to churches or to any community that, go to give information and education on HIV, we're bringing it up front so that they understand this is the future of HIV. If one is HIV positive, if on treatment, this is what is going to play, how it's going to play out. And that's why it's important, if one is on treatment, to stay on treatment. That's part of protection. That's harm reduction.
U equals U lets us really, really, for the first time, say this is evidence. There have not been transmissions. The partner study was huge. There was so much sex in that study, all kinds of sex, with the one exception being they couldn't use condoms. And there were no transmissions, excepting, I believe, 2 individuals who contracted it from outside of their relationship with a positive partner. So I think U equals U is transformative. And I think it really, for the first time, lets us say loud and clear, we have 3 excellent options on the table if you want, in terms of HIV prevention: undetectability, PrEP, or condoms.